Hello, all you 45 RPM vinyl records fans out there. And thanks for joining us today. Part 5 is alive from box 7 of our collection. And we've got Fats Domino Fats Domino's Blueberry Hill here for you again. This is a beautiful copy, just beautiful. Looks like the day they made it. And the B side of that being Honey Child. And if you've been watching these, you know I'm a big Fats Domino fan. I know we've covered that one before, but that was just such a beautiful copy. I felt the need to share it again. Up next, we've got another interesting one. Curtis Lee doing Pretty Little Angel Lies. Pretty Little Angel Lies. And I like that label. That is cool with the Sultan guy there in the Dunes Records. B-side of that being Gee, How I Wish You Were Here. How I wish you were here. Yeah, not the same song, I'm absolutely certain. Daryl Hall and John Oates pops up again here with Private Eyes. They're watching you. What can they have on the B-side? Telling me what you want. Okay, tell me what you want, not telling. Get it right, Will. All right, Van Morrison, Brown Eyed Girl. I always thought this was the Rolling Stones, I swear. For years I heard this on the radio, and I thought it was Rolling Stones. It sounds like them to me. Well, it sounds like Mick Jagger anyways, to me. But nope, it's old Van Morrison doing Brown Eyed Girl. You're my brown-eyed squirrel. And the B-side, Goodbye Baby, Baby Goodbye, which ain't one that I know. But that's a weird record label. I've seen it a few times. Bang Records, kind of with the gun and the little bang balloon. That's kind of weird. All right, James Taylor, You've Got a Friend, written by Carole King. Don't know if I really knew that before, but good to know you got a friend. And You Can Close Your Eyes on the B side of that. Close your eyes. Sounds like Night Ranger to me. All right. Blood, Sweat, and Tears. You make me so very happy. I'm so glad you got blues part 2 on the B-side. Next up, here's an interesting sleeve. Wing Records. Popular rhythm, blues, and jazz. Classical, country, western, kitty. Yeah, that's not what's in the sleeve, but it's an interesting sleeve, so I want to take a moment to give it a good look over. And we've got Gilbert O'Sullivan, Oh Waka-Do Waka-Day. And yeah, that's got some definite label wear there. And the B-side being Claire, which actually I think that's the A-side. I think Claire's the A-side. But I intentionally wanted the other side to be first up because it's leading us into some novelty records. We're getting into a bit of comedy here. And not a whole bunch, not the whole episode worth. But Fifth Estate doing Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead, Witch is Dead, Witch is... I think that goes all the way back to Wizard of Oz, doesn't it? So I seriously doubt that that's them originally doing the song. B-side being Rub-a-Dub. I believe it's Rub-a-Dub. The wear there makes it a little hard to see, but I'm pretty sure it's Rub-a-Dub. Virgo, that's a cool label too. Another good reason to go ahead and look this one over, even though it's probably borderline kids record over novelty. But this one's definitely a novelty record. Dickie Goodman doing Mr. Jaws. And I know somewhere I've got Mr. Kong. It might be an A to Z box, actually. Probably with another copy of Mr. Jaws. But this one's a beautiful copy. Beautiful, nice, clean. And the B-side of that is Irv's Theme, which I remember being the B-side on all of the Mr. Jaws that I have. And Dickie Goodman doing another one here. So, Energy Crisis 74. Yeah. If any of you remember going back that far. It was right before we started having to wait in line to fill up our gas tanks. And then the B-side being The Mistake. Alright, Rainy Wednesday Records. That's an interesting record label title for you. But there again, that's a really nice, clean looking version, or copy I should say, not version. And in lieu of Mr. Kong, we've got Rick Dees and his cast of idiots doing Disco Gorilla. To me, he's best known for Disco Duck, quack, quack, quack. If you remember that one, that takes you back. And part two, hey, we were just talking about this, wasn't we? Part two is an instrumental. So you got Disco Gorilla Part 2, instrumental, and Disco Gorilla Part 1, which was probably the side that you heard on the radio and would have been laughing to. All right. Next up, not so much a novelty record or a comedy record, but a happy, happy, joy, joy one. Bobby McFerrin doing Don't Worry, Be Happy. 1988, so this isn't really that old. Well, in the scheme of things here, when we're talking 45s, you know, they pretty much end around 91, so 88's pretty late in the game for 45s. And it's got it marked as 1. The B there might throw you off, but it does have it marked as 1. And it's also an edit, so how that varies from the album version of that, I'm not sure. But they're clearly marked the B-side being, or side 2 being Simple Pleasures. Alright, so next up, we got another Joy, Joy, Happy, Happy song, but I want to show this sleeve because it's a bit different too. And I like that ultra high fidelity. Don't get no higher, man. Donovan, they call me Mellow Yellow. They call me Mellow Yellow. Sunny South Kingston being on the B side of that. And I don't know that one, so you know, you don't have to listen to me sing that one to you, because I don't know it. And yeah, we got quite a few unique sleeves in this box, you know, especially the later part of the box anyways. United Artists Records, it's kind of interesting. They've got kind of like a movie light there, silver spotlight. I guess that makes sense, doesn't it? But we've got Tommy James and the Shondells doing Hanky Panky. And what could possibly be on the B side of Hanky Panky? Thunderbolt. And Lightfoot? No, just Thunderbolt. No Lightfoot. Alright, so next up, we've got Mrs. Boots. That's my favorite song of hers, of course. Sugartown, which I'm not as familiar with as Boots Are Made for Walking, which, by the way, had the most awesome remake done by Megadeth. If you've never heard that and you're a Megadeth fan and like that kind of music, they did a Boots Are Made for Walking reissue that was really great. I actually got sued over it by Lee Hazelwood, and they had to change the lyrics and bleep some out on reissues, but anyways, getting back to the point, B-side Nancy Sinatra here is Summer Wine. And definitely Bubblegum, Chewy Chewy by Ohio Express on Buddha Records. I always love their labels. It's colorful, it's interesting. That's a nice looking label for Buddha. And the B-side of that one being Firebird, which ain't a song that I'm anywhere as near as familiar with as Chewy Chewy. And what's so chewy chewy? Bubblegum, Cheeseburger in Paradise by Jimmy Buffett. So I like Jimmy. I like him more and more as time goes on. The older I get, the more I appreciate Jimmy. And Cheeseburger in Paradise is a fun song. And the B-side there being African Friend. So, what you gonna wash down that cheeseburger with? How about some chocolate milk? That's actually the name of the band. And no, I have never ever heard of this one. But my mind is hazy, short version, with the B-side being the long version. So we've got it's a not for sale, so it's a promo. And the long version there runs at $4.42, with the short version actually being pretty short, $2.42. So this is one that I also ought to go over and throw on the turntable and give a little spin, because it's got my curiosity up. I don't remember no band called Chocolate Milk, and definitely don't remember that song. So, moving on, we've got Frankie Avalon doing Ooh La La. With a B-side being Dee Dee Diana, which I don't know that one. I think I know Ooh La La, but I would not swear to that. Now we've got an Isley Brothers on a really nice, cool, colorful, different T-neck label. It's your thing. Do what you want to do. And the B-side being Don't Give It Away. Yeah, well, if you can sell it, I guess. So, are you feeling all right with the Fifth Dimension? On the B-side, we got One Less Bell to Answer. That's funny. All right, well, we're going to be wrapping this one up here with a song that I really do not care for, Billy Don't Be a Hero by Bo Donaldson and the Haywoods. I got a lot of teasing over this as a kid. When I was young, I did go by Billy. My name is William. I go by Will. I don't know how anyone ever got a B out of that. But yeah, Billy is well known as a short version for Will, or William. B-side being Don't Ever Look Back. But yeah, I took some ribbon over that one. And just quickly, before we wrap this episode up, I want to show you this, because I think it's a really cool label. Introduction, Man, Mercury Space Flight, and the B-side being Actual Space Flight Communications. So come on back, we'll wrap this box up in the next one.